Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host, Michael Keene. Today's interview, we have Seoh, the creator of Frens chocolates, and that's Frens as in F-R-E-N-S, not like Friends, F-R-I-E-N-D-S. Hopefully I just spelled that right. But Seoh, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, you are like Willy Wonka. You're the chocolate man of Web3, really. I don't know any other chocolatiers.
We're trying to do something different. So it's been really cool. Sure.
Yeah, excited to dive into this. And I mean, first we got to hear about your Web3 journey and how you even got into the NFT space.
Yeah, so I think like most people, I got in during COVID. All of my businesses closed down. So I got a couple of businesses. They're all service-based, so we couldn't see people, obviously. So I was going bored, going crazy. So I started to get into like DeFi and this crypto trading in general. And then I found NFTs through YouTube and like Bored Apes were blowing up. So I was like, oh, I should get in this. So I find it really intriguing just because I was a big sneaker. I'm still am a big sneakerhead, sold and bought many shoes in the past. So kind of had like a similar feeling to that. So yeah, I definitely got into crypto and NFTs that way in COVID times.
That's cool. Who did you watch? Like who on YouTube?
I think it was Journey Crypto. I think that might have been my first introduction to NFTs way back. Yeah. So
okay, nice. And then you said you were a sneakerhead. Was that like your part of your business before COVID?
No, I always loved shoes. I've been just selling and trading since like college. I'm 35 now, so long time. Always into like collecting collectibles and stuff like that. And shoes was like one of those big things. But yeah, definitely not part of my business. Obviously, I'm in chocolate, do real estate, construction as well, and getting into dental this year. So a little bit of everything.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a little bit of everything. My sister, Steph, is a huge sneakerhead too. Since like high school, her shoe of choice is, oh my God, if I get this wrong, she'll kill me. I think it's, it's like Nike SE Lows or something like that. Oh my God,
the
great.
SB
I'm probably
Dunks,
saying it wrong.
SB Dunks probably.
No, not the Dunks. The other ones that look like the Dunks.
Gotcha. The Jordan Lows? They're probably Jordan ones,
probably, yeah. Yeah, so she's been always collecting those. And she said, do you know Fran Relations? Because she said she used to watch him on YouTube. He was a big sneakerhead.
He goes
Web3.
way back. Yeah. He's a super dope guy. I haven't had the chance to meet him in person, but interacted with him quite a bit online. He's super dope. So
yeah, that's cool. Michael, tell him what kicks you collect.
What kicks I collect? Well, let me be honest. I mean, Nikes are great. I'd love to collect Nikes. Those are like the only ones like people like wear to collect, but they're not comfortable to me. I'll just be honest. Like I've worn a lot of Nikes, I've had a whole bunch of different ones, and they're just
beauty is pain, Michael. Beauty is
exactly.
I rock New Balance. I buy those like real nice made in American New Balances that are like. They're like $170 sneakers, but they're like real nice and comfortable.
Hey,
That's
New
comfortable
Balance,
to me.
Yeah, New Balance is hot right now, man. Is
it hot? Well, I don't know if it's hot. That's what you see. I'm Jenny. I am cool. You see that?
Oh my God, not convincing me.
I am. I actually probably brought. I was part of the reason that it's coming back.
Yeah.
You started that movement. Thank you.
Yeah. Let me talk about chocolate real quick though, because I did get to sample. Probably too many of them at the Art Basel mansion party for the apes. I was there. Nice. You were there too, because you look very familiar. I don't think we've actually like formally met, but
No, I wasn't able to go actually.
Oh, you weren't there.
So,
Okay,
no,
I've seen you
but
somewhere. I've seen you somewhere. You
I'm
weren't
I'm
able to go
doxxed
that
on
one.
Twitter, so
Yo,
you
so
probably
you
see me
weren't there.
there.
Your chocolates. There were a couple hundred bars there. There must have been, and everybody
Yeah.
was eating them and talking. I didn't realize you weren't even there.
Yeah, I sent out like 400, 500 bars to Art Basel just to like
Yeah,
multiple
yeah,
events, have people try it. Yeah, it was super
Oh,
nice
yeah.
that's
to see.
smart.
They were really good. I mean, I love white chocolate. That strawberry one with I think Storm on the
Yeah.
cover, like really delicious. I mean, I know people talk about, I've seen on the timeline. I'd love to hear as we get going, like the quality you put into it or what, because obviously they're really unique flavors and they're really interesting. But I also think that you take time like choosing your chocolate and stuff as well, right? Isn't that important?
Yeah, I mean everything, even like to the IP that we use on the chocolate, we try to create everything to the flavor
Yeah.
profile. Even the chocolate we use, most of them are actually all of them are single origin, and the flavor notes, the profiles with the cocoa beans, it matches to the flavor. So everything is curated, which is why it takes so long for like the R&D process and stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously, you can tell it's super worth it at the end.
Where do you like to get your chocolate from?
So we get it to a lot of places. Like we get it some in Africa. That's one of our big sources. But yeah, it is really, we really just try to get stuff that are fair trade, obviously organic, and just the flavor profile is what we're mostly shooting for. So yeah.
Nice. I've done two chocolate making things in my travels. One was in Costa Rica and one was in Ecuador, where you like go to the farm and you harvest and then they roast them and grind them. It's pretty cool.
It's a lot of fun.
Make your own chocolate. It is pretty neat process.
So what got you into chocolate? Like, how did you become a chocolatier?
Yeah. So, what is it?
Was it Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Did you see that movie and you're like, I want to be that?
No, actually, no. I mean, I always loved food. I grew up watching my mom cook. She's like the best cook ever. So I was super blessed to grow up with amazing food all the time. So like, I just remember growing up in the kitchen all the time. So as I got older, I went to college as a pharmacist. I obviously dropped out because that was not for me. And I knew I always wanted to pursue food because it always brought me like a lot of joy and interest. And fortunately, it's really hard to make it in the culinary world. So I did the next best thing, which was chocolate. So it's always been chocolate for a long time. I'm always a huge fan for it, have a huge passion for it. So that's kind of how I got into it, but was not expecting like a life dream of mine, but it just happened to work out that way. So
there's a lot of benefits to chocolate too. Like people think like, I feel like half the people think like, oh, chocolate, that's like a dessert. That's like, sugar, bad for you. And then the other people are like, no, chocolate rich in antioxidants, like good source of caffeine, like chocolate. If you have dark chocolate, like that's like really good for you to have.
No, for sure. I mean, I love dark chocolate. That's my go-to choice. So definitely agree. There's a lot of health benefits and it pairs well with like a lot of things like foods and wine so far. So it's very good.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I was just gonna honestly in my fridge. I have a couple. Like I always keep like I go to Whole Foods
in your fridge.
I have a little fridge right
Why
here.
do you put chocolate in your fridge?
I don't know.
Don't you want it to be a little like melty? Like
I don't want it to melt. I don't know. No, I want to just eat it.
That's crazy.
Maybe
cold
I should
chocolate.
keep it. Yeah, I like cold chocolate. I used to put like Milky Ways in the freezer.
Yeah, a lot of people put Snickers in the freezer and stuff. Like there's.
Junior Mints in the freezer. I could see that. Any other chocolate?
Junior Mints would be good. Yeah.
Like minty.
No, I don't know. No, a frozen Milky Way, but also a microwave Milky Way for about 10 seconds is also very good.
Fun fact, folks.
Yeah. Frozen, Milky Ways are good anyway you eat them, I guess. Not that I want a Milky Way, but we're talking about Frens chocolate here. But that means that you could probably freeze, and I don't know if you can microwave. These are pretty thin.
But no, you can definitely microwave it. I mean,
might as well.
You might as well
give it a shot.
Try it out, Michael.
No, I have we have a coffee flavor.
You could turn it into like chocolate sauce even. Oh, you have a coffee flavor. That's really cool.
So we have a coffee flavor, and I always pull my espresso shots like with the bar on top. So like it melts it into the coffee. It's like super cool. There's like a lot of creative ways we use. Like I have a son, 5-year-old. He loves hot chocolate, so I make like hot chocolate with like the birthday cake one. So it's really cool for him. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways you can eat these bars.
Okay, so you said you were like into chocolate for a long time. When did you start Frens chocolates, like, and specifically make it like Web3 I mean, it's not like necessarily Web3 catered, but it's like obviously there's NFTs on
Yeah.
the packaging
No, I
of your
got you.
chocolates.
So, yeah, obviously, I've been in chocolate since '04, so pretty long time. But like when I joined Web3 in 2020, I didn't really know like what I wanted to do. Obviously, I was just here to like make money. Then I met like a lot of dope people, ended up staying with the networking and the community and so forth. And then like my account grew a lot more than I ever expected, than I expect to be as large as I am. So like obviously like with that platform, you kind of want to create something. A lot of people do projects, a lot of people do other things. And you know, when I bought into the Bored Ape IP, I like absolutely love the idea of, you know, growing out your IP and having that dream of collecting royalties and so forth. So like I guess my first goal in Web3 was like to land those IP deals myself, which I was fortunate to do, but there's just not a lot of IP opportunities for anyone. So, you know, I already have a successful chocolate business, so it just made a lot of sense to provide those opportunities to other people. So we created Frens. We named it Frens because we wanted to be super inclusive, involve everyone, and just provide all those IP opportunities for everyone else. And that's kind of like what made me do chocolate for Web3. I had zero intentions to build a consumer brand in Web3, but it just happened to work out that way.
So then you have like a line that's not catered to Web3, but then we only kind of see your Web3 chocolates.
Yeah, so actually Frens is exclusively Frens. We don't sell that at our storefronts. So our storefronts, we have, you know, over 300 items. We do a lot of different stuff. And
have you ever heard of Hershey's, Jenny? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, you're good. Yeah, so Frens is super exclusive Frens. I wanted to make it where it's more of a passion project for me, where I can get a little bit more creative with the IP and so forth. With like brick and mortar, you can only go so far. You can't go too crazy because you're trying to cater to everyone. But with Frens, I just want to make it a passion project and do all these crazy flavors and so forth. So
yeah, that's fun. And then who'd you decide like how, I mean, how did you decide who to put, like which NFTs to put on the face of your chocolate bars?
yeah, so for launch, I wanted to include other made by ape businesses, just because I was an ape first. So all of those are actually collabs with other pre-existing businesses. So like the coffee flavor is Bored Coffee, the tea is Bored Tea, the potato chips is Bored Munchies. So like all of those flavors was curated with mind that, you know, the launch was just going to be supporting other businesses, kind of do as a collab and give them exposure as well. So that was like the vision there. And then from now on, it's going to be official project collabs where, you know, the IP that's selected, partial, the rest share is going to go to their treasury and so forth. So a lot of cool ways to like kind of give back to community. So, but yeah, we have like, you know, 60, 70 flavors curated already. We only have 10 out at the moment, but you know, we're trying to just give a whole bunch of IP opportunity to everyone. So, but yeah.
That's awesome. I see your Fruity Pebbles one that you just posted an hour ago, and I love Fruity Pebbles in like strawberry milk. That looks ridiculous.
It's
but
so
I
good.
I have a brilliant idea for you, but I think what you just said is probably it's not going to happen. But if you come out with a vegan bar, put Jenny's doodle on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
I'm actually
He's like,
maybe. I'm actually looking for art, and I love the doodle community.
And Jenny will make videos. Like it's a match made in heaven.
Well, maybe we should chat for sure.
Yeah,
should chat.
She's got a great doodle.
Michael's my business manager.
It makes a lot of sense. It makes sense. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely be down. That sounds fun. I love chocolate. But yeah, you announced recently you're coming out with a vegan line.
Yes.
What
can you like give us any more, like tease any info about that?
Yeah, of course. So obviously what's like for me and personally, I have a lot of sensitivities to food, gluten being the main one. So it sucks like trying to get higher quality products for like allergens and so forth. So we spent, you know, the last like 6-7 months trying to curate a vegan product that's delicious. Like if you didn't know it was vegan, you would just think it's regular chocolate. So we got it to that point. Doesn't have any dairy alternatives. So there's no dairy alternatives whatsoever. So because of that, it's also nut free and all those major allergen free as well. So this is just to kind of cater to them. All of them will be dark chocolate, unfortunately. I mean, good for us
Oh,
because we
I
love
love dark
dark.
chocolate. Yeah, that's the best.
But it's all single origin, all fair trade, all organic, and it's really good stuff. There's only 5 ingredients, which is pretty crazy. And then we're probably going to be launching with just 2 flavors at first, which is going to be our dark chocolate raspberry bar, and then just the dark chocolate version of the vegan. And then we'll slowly roll out more flavors as the demand's there. So
Sweet. Okay, I'm excited to get my hands on some. But right now you have several. So you have what, 10 different bars?
yeah.
And you even have a really cool Friends hoodie that's brown. It's really nice. But people can go and buy it right now if you guys are interested and want to get some chocolate. Friendschocolates.com. And the bars are only $9.95 each, which I think is a pretty solid deal. And yeah, there's so many good flavors. And I love that you show the process too. Like you show videos of you kind of like, well, you'll do like a big pot of melted chocolate and then you'll put in a bar and like remelt it, but which is kind of like, well, you're not like really doing that, but it's like it's a cool video to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love your content around the chocolate.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think this with food in general, there's so much content you can do. And like people love a good story. So I always try to show like the good and the bad with friends, especially on my personal account, and just try to show like how everything's made because people love that stuff. They like to see, and it's more personal. I mean, all of our stuff is like small batches, so it's a little easier for us to show. But yeah, we always try to be super inclusive with everything. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yep. Your content is really great. That's definitely important. Just a couple of weeks ago, I bought hot sauce off of TikTok because I saw the guy making it and like using all these fresh ingredients. It probably was like not even the real thing, but whatever it is. And so that is really cool. Your content is definitely great. And then recently, didn't you have a release that sold out real fast?
Yeah.
I don't know the exact details, but yep.
Yeah. So we had our official launch for Frens. So we've been building Frens for about 18 months now. And we launched in April and we sold out in 4 minutes. It's pretty insane.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How many bars did you sell?
We had 1,000 bars for the soft launch.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's great. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was not expecting it at all. The community came through, felt super, appreciated and was super grateful.
That's awesome. So you got, when's the next one? So now so you can buy a full set right now online though. It's restocked now.
Yeah. So it took us a little bit to restock because we weren't expecting that, but now we got a team situated. So we shouldn't go out of stock anymore. That's the plan. Yeah, we've been slowly stocking every flavor every day. It's been really cool. But yeah,
what's the melt proof guarantee? Is that for the shipping, I guess?
Yeah, so obviously it's in the summer, chocolate melts.
Sure.
So we did a lot of R&D to make sure the whole user experience, like eating the chocolate and so forth, is really nice. So we definitely don't want you to get melted chocolate. So we have that on there. So
that's what's up.
And then you also you put a couple like golden tickets in the chocolate. Okay, so then you definitely can't tell me you weren't inspired by Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
There's definitely some influence there.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to create like a fun experience for a launch. So we actually had one golden ticket in there and it was claimed. So we're waiting to see what they want to do. So it was an NFT. We got like a 3D render of a golden bar. So it looks pretty cool when they claim it. It was a free claim on Solana. So they can actually use it to get an IP and a custom flavor that we'll be selling every day for that. Wow. And obviously there's rev share attached to that. But what's funny is that guy is from Web2. He is a normie. So he opened his first Solana wallet to claim it. So that was kind of cool to see. Special. But he hasn't really said what he wants to do yet. So he might sell it to someone or just use it. So since he doesn't have NFTs, but yeah. So
that's cool. Okay. Yeah. So then are any so you were just kind of doing that one time for the launch, or are you gonna come out with more?
We'll definitely have more in the future. So like the official collabs that we're doing with the projects, we'll have like a golden ticket curated towards that community. They'll win like free merch and some other things, maybe some IP opportunities. But at least once a year minimum, I want to throw in just a golden ticket randomly. And eventually, if we can scale big enough where, we have, let's say, right now it's almost summer, maybe we'll throw a golden ticket for our winter seasonal flavors. So they'll be selected for that. So it's just like we'll have multiple opportunities where we can rotate people out. And it's been really hard to find a fair way to select someone, just because like you want to give all your friends, IP opportunities and all your supporters, but we only have so many flavors. So like this was the way for me to kind of give it like a fair chance to everyone, where it's like, hey, I'm not involved with the selecting process. Like, don't get upset at me, but is this like a kind of fun way to involve the community too?
Right. It's completely random. And Degens, they love a nice gamble.
They do. They do.
That's
So
funny.
but your mutant, that's your PFP, you don't have that on a chocolate bar?
No, because
Why?
a lot of people ask me this actually, and like I already have enough IP deals on my mutant. I got over 10. I don't need any more.
Oh,
Like
snap. What?
the whole reason why I created Frens is to give other people opportunities. I don't need to be putting my NFTs on there. So it's like my way to give back to the community. We all, fell in love with that dream of collecting royalties. So it's just like our way, my way at least, just to give back to the community in my own way. So
I love that. Wait, so okay, how do you have 10 IP deals with your mutant?
it's just through connections. I mean, that's how it is. And unfortunately, when you do grow your account bigger, you're a billboard for a lot of these projects and stuff.
That's
So like
true.
they want to give you IP deals, so you'll post it. Unfortunately, that's how a lot of the advertising works. Yeah. So like for Friends, like we don't care. So I don't care if you have 1 follower, 1,000 million followers. Like you get the ticket, you get it. So it's kind of how we're doing it. But yeah, I was fortunate to connect to the right people, and if you're looking for IP opportunities yourself, I think the best advice I can do is get really close to builders that are building out, physical products with IP on it. And if you're around them all the time, who do you think they're going to ask first? Yeah, they're obviously going to ask their close friends. So that's some alpha right there.
That is some alpha. Yeah, because right now on your friends bars, I mean, you got a variety. You got Bored Apes, Cool Cats, Mutant, Pudgy Pen. You have a little Pudgy actually.
Yes.
I don't know what that dog. What's that dog one?
That's actually our intern. So his name's Swiffer.
Oh.
And it's kind of a sad story, but so my business
no.
partners, they have a dog named Swifter. It's getting close to passing away, unfortunately. So this was like a little tribute to the dog to like live on forever. So yeah, he has an X account. He shit posts under all of our tweets and stuff. So it's like living through there. So that was like a little gift to him and his wife. So we did that.
Oh, that is sweet.
That's
And
awesome.
then what's the birthday cake one? What NFT is that?
So birthday cake. So not are we only doing NFTs, we're doing art as well. So that was drawn by LeMay. So she does a lot of art for like Bored Apes. She does a lot of murals. She's worked with like Porsche and all these big companies. So we not only are we going to do NFTs, we're going to do traditional artists as well. I live in the art district in my city, so we just wanted to give back and a platform for them as well. So once we eventually grow, it's not going to be all NFTs. It's going to be maybe half NFTs, half traditional art or digital art. So that was like the first artist we collabed with. We have another one, Larissa, who's going to be doing some stuff for us as well. And we'll just keep including more people as we grow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think we need more caramel. I only see one caramel bar.
Yes,
Caramel's
yeah,
my favorite.
We will. So our Azuki pack that's launching pretty soon, within like 2 months, there's a honey almond caramel in there. So that one's gonna be good.
That sounds good. Love almonds too. That's a good move. Good move. I'm gonna go for that one.
So, okay, you have your mutant as your PFP. I am kind of curious on your take on the whole Bored Ape. What's going on with the Bored Apes? They, at one point, they flipped Punks. Now Punks is like triple the price. And I don't know, there's been a lot of like FUD on the timeline and people really getting discouraged. And I'm curious on your thoughts on the whole thing.
Yeah, for sure. So I've been an ape for almost 3 years now. So I've been
did
here
you
for
mint?
I did not mint.
Okay, you bought it like
unfortunately. I bought
shortly after or something.
well, maybe 3 years is too long. Maybe like it's like two and a half, something like
Okay.
that. So
Yeah.
I bought like right after ApeCoin. So terrible time to
Okay.
buy. Yeah. So but I think the issue with Bored Apes, and I think Greg, he realizes now because he stepped back into the CEO role, is I think they were just trying to pursue too many things at once and they just didn't have the direction that they wanted. I think they were just trying to do so many things. And I think Greg coming back and letting Daniel go, it's kind of bringing back the culture that we all fell in love with early on. So I think with time, hopefully things will turn around. It definitely feels a lot different now in Discord and in the club and just the vibes in general. It feels more like a community. Like before, it was like super elitist, a lot of celebrities in there, which did brought a lot of pump and like exclusivity and so forth. But I think when it was the downhills and the other side just going down, a lot of fudders and so forth, a lot of core people left, and the direction with the CEO going super corporate with Daniel, it was not the vibe of apes. Apes were degens. We were rioting and all that. We're like, the old school like punk rock shows kind of vibe. And that went away. So I think it's going to take some time to rebuild the culture again. And there's a lot of builders that are still building. I think the big thing for apes right now is made by apes. A lot of people are like, there's nothing going on, but a lot of people have to realize it takes like 2 years to build a business. So I really think like next year we're going to start seeing a lot of these businesses that a lot of people aren't aware of because they're not in like the group chats and so forth. They're all going to start appearing, and I think the Bored Ape has made it very clear that they're going to make Made by Apes a priority with the clubhouse and so forth there. So there's a lot of rumors of what they're going to be doing. So I think 2025 is going to be a huge year for the Bored Ape IP. So
you heard it here first, folks. Oh, Michael, you're muted.
Sorry about that. What does success look like for you for the club? Is it floor price, or is it just you just want vibes and people not complaining? What's it look like to you? What do you want to see?
I know floor price is important to a lot of people. I mean, I bought in at 26 ETH, so like,
yeah,
it would be nice
on the you bought 26 on the mutant, right?
Yes, yeah. So obviously, like, it would be great if it went up again, but like, would I sell? Probably not. I think, for me, I think it's already been a success. Especially like just because of the connections I've made. Like, there's a lot of things I would have never happened to me if I wasn't in that community. So all the entrepreneurs I met, all the wholesale deals I'm landing with Frens, all the, the retail spots we're going to be getting with Frens, all of that connections was literally through the ape community. So like for me, I already feel like they succeeded and they blessed a lot of people. I think, unfortunately, in X, like it does get really toxic, and it's all about like what's the current attention and the attention economy. And there's not a lot of stuff going on with the apes right now. So, but I think as always, it's always been about the community, and as if they just continue to do what they always done, which is, focus on community and grow. I think that's all we can really ask for. So,
yeah, no, you make some good distinctions there because there are people that are complaining but never took advantage of the connections, never met people, never got themselves engrossed. They just bought it and they sat back. And there's different ways to do things. For reference, I bought my ape in May of 2021 for like 0.6 or whatever it was. I sold that probably about 8 months ago. I still have my mutant. So I'm asking not from an outside, I'm asking just to see what you think. But I have my mutant. I don't think, unless it went crazy, I don't think I would sell that because I do love I'm in the Magic City Apes with everybody. I love going to all the parties. Like I love being in that community. So I hear what you're saying for sure.
No, yeah, exactly. It's just really, and it goes to any communities. Like there's always like you really have to make an effort to network and connect. You can't just sit back and expect airdrops continuously. That's not sustainable. It's not going to work. So you just really have to make the best of your investment, right? Whether if the project provides it or the community provides it. So yeah, it's been really dope connecting with the people the last, almost 3 years now. So it's been really rewarding for me.
Yeah, I agree. Really good people. I'm friends with some of I didn't realize that Forever Famous, that's the chip that
Yes.
the potato chips or whatever. Yeah. Good dude. I like him a lot. I'm friends with Chris Jordan, who's NBA. Aaron Haber, you probably know.
Yeah.
So definitely there's a lot of really cool stuff going with
for
NBA.
sure.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Are you going to any NFT events coming up?
So I just went to NYC, so that's probably gonna be my only one. Unfortunately, I want to go to Lisbon, but it's just way too far. I can't do it.
For Ape Fest?
Yeah. I think this is gonna be my second Ape Fest I missed, which I'm super bummed out about. But I'll probably go to Art Basel this year, depending on the schedule. But yeah, I usually always try to go to NFT NYC. But
yeah. This was like our first year missing it because we always go too. But it's kind of like you got to be selective. You got to, I don't know. In the beginning, it's like, oh my God, every single event, like I'm going to, right? And it's like Miami, New York, whatever, wherever else. And now it's kind of like, all right, need to calm down.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to keep it chill. Bags aren't pumping that much. So
it's expensive. It's expensive for sure. Yeah.
Do you bring your son to?
No, there's no way. He's 5, so I don't think that'll work. He's definitely interested in NFTs. He always talks about like how I talk to animal pictures all the time. So he definitely loves it. He's super intrigued by it. So, but yeah, I don't think he'll have a fun time there. So don't bring him.
What do you because that's so interesting. Like kids, now it's like they're growing up where. I mean, we're older, we're adults, and it's like now NFTs are becoming a thing, but for them, it's like it's just the beginning. What do you teach your son about NFTs?
So, obviously, it's kind of hard for him to comprehend right now, just because he's so young. But I do try to teach him like ways about like the blockchain tech and holding your own assets and being this literally you have control of everything. So I try to teach him those things. Always try to teach him like the community aspect and so forth. So he's loving the gachapon from Mizuki right now. So he plays that every day. I don't roll it. I save it for him. So he loves that. So I'm just trying to, incorporate as much as I can for him to understand. And obviously he'll grow up a lot more educated than all of us, I'm pretty sure. So, but yeah, just trying to get him situated and open to the idea and just be associated with it. So
yeah, that's cool. I don't have any children, but I have nieces and nephews, and they're all like around that age. And it's like it's so fun watching them, grow up because they're so excited about things, and it's fun teaching them new stuff, right?
They're not jaded yet.
Yeah, they're fresh. Do you think you'll hand down your friend's chocolate business to your son one day?
I would love for him to take over my businesses. I'm not going to force him. I think he has that wired where he wants to be an entrepreneur. So I do see that in him where he likes working, getting involved with the businesses and so forth. But I would love to gift it to him. I would love to give him Frens if it's still here, all the other businesses as well. If not, that's cool too. If he wants to pursue his own dreams, that's fine too. So
yeah, nice. Okay, Michael, do you have any more questions?
Yeah. Do you want to shout out your brick and mortar location?
No, let's keep that.
Okay,
let's keep that separate.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. What you talked about some art. Who are some of your favorite artists in the space? What have you gotten into? Like, what are the communities you've gotten into with respect to art?
So, obviously, like for me in regards to art, I love LeMay. I have a lot of her pieces. I love Larissa's art. She did the art she does like pattern art, which is really pretty. It's kind of reminds me of like Takeshi Murakami, kind of like vibes like that. So I love those two, which is a huge reason why we're working with them. Super blessed. But I think for me, a lot of it is like I just collect the NFTs that I like a lot. So I love the Doodles art. I love the Zuki art. I love the cool cats. I love the apes. I didn't love the ape at first, but it's definitely grown on me a lot. So, but yeah, that's how I usually support art. So
nice, love it. Yeah, the mutant ape, the mutant art. I'm not so sure about the mutant art.
No, they're pretty ugly.
Yeah, they are
terrible.
There's a bit of a cheat if you go into Blur and you sort by traits and go under mouth and type grin and check all those off, you get rid of all like the vomit faces.
Yeah. I got
So you can, if you're searching.
I got the booger snot, fortunately.
Yeah, that's
so.
what I have too. That was just the one I got from my M1 off of my ape.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, way to flex on us, Michael.
Actually, I shouldn't flex because going down your Twitter, you are pretty freaking jacked.
Nah,
Speaking of flexing.
I'm doing all right, but damn.
Thank you, man. I try.
Yeah,
I try to
that's
stay
what's
healthy
up.
a
That's
little
what's up.
bit, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta stay young somehow.
Nice.
That's true. It's always important to work out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is there anything that you want to go over that we haven't kind of asked you about, or anything that you want people to know about, you or your company or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I made Frens chocolate. You don't have to support me, but I would love if you guys shared it. That's the easiest way for us to grow. So if you can't support, to share, it would mean the world to me. Absolutely will love that, and just hope to continue to provide awesome opportunities to Frens and Web3. We have our cereal pack coming out very soon. If you want to be on bars and you're part of the Cereal Club NFT Club, we actually have a giveaway right now. It ends in 4 days, so you can submit your IP to be selected on one of the 5 packaging that we have. And then obviously the Zuki pack is coming within the next 2 months. Same with vegan as well. So just follow us and support. That's all I could ask for. So
love it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, check it out, folks. We'll probably put it in the show notes as well, but FRENSchocolates.com. And of course, their Twitter is Frens Chocolates. So yeah, okay, so let's get into Gas Wars, which is our rapid fire question segment.
And let's see real quick if Andy has the song queued, because I did send him a couple songs, but it was last minute.
Okay.
I don't know if let's see. What do you think, Andy? You can pick either one. They're both amazing. Yeah, what we're doing now, we're going to start our Gas Wars segment, which is like a rapid fire, not NFT questions we're going to ask you, but we're fumbling through the first time playing a new song that we have for it. And each week I'm going to create a new song using AI for this segment.
So
and
you're
Jenny,
the first one, actually.
This is the first one, yeah.
And the anthem.
Awesome.
So let's see.
From the #1 podcast on the blockchain comes Gas Wars, ignite the questions fly. Pressure mounts, can you reply? Gas Wars, blaze, no time to FOMO. The pressure builds, Gas Wars for show. FOMO. NFT catcher, POD.
Yeah.
Wow, that was I like the
bad.
Destiny's Child vibe. I like it.
For sure.
I'm trying to keep telling it to go modern, like, because Jenny doesn't like anything that's like old school vibes at all. It's not quite there, but I bet their next iteration is going to be insane. I love it. That was good though.
I like
All
it.
right, let's get into Gas Wars. I'll let you go first.
Okay, so my first question is, where do you find inspiration?
That's a good question. I find inspiration from, honestly, people I look up to. So whether there's in social media or whether if it's even like my son, he's been through a lot at his young age, fortunately, partially my fault, but people around me that inspire me, family, so forth. So, yeah.
Nice. What's the best thing you watched on TV this year?
Ooh, I'm a big weeb, so I think the latest thing I liked a lot was Soul Leveling. That was a good season.
Soul Leveling. Wow. I gotta check that out.
What is a simple life hack that everyone can benefit from?
Sleep early. I think sleep is one of the things all of us neglect. Even me, I'm bad at it, but 6, 7, 8 hours ideally would be great. Yeah. Easy.
Wait,
easy
you
like
get
that.
less than 6? You get less than 6?
Lately it's been like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, that's
but
crazy.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That is bad.
That's an entrepreneur life, man. When you're working hard and like, you can either go to bed at 10 or stay up until 1 and get a whole bunch of stuff done for yourself.
Exactly. No one's awake to bother you. You got
right. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's sleeping.
This is how it is, So
that's what it is, man. I hear that. What is one thing on your bucket list?
I want to go to Japan really bad. I was supposed to go.
Nice.
I was supposed to be there this week, but I couldn't make it.
Oh
so
my God, you're supposed to be there
I
this
need to
week.
figure.
That's
I
crazy.
need to figure out something.
You need to get there.
go there. Yeah.
Yep. Amazing place for sure.
What do you typically eat for breakfast?
I usually fast, so I don't eat.
Really?
Yeah.
So when do you first eat? You do like intermittent fasting?
Yeah, I tend to work a lot better. I'm a lot more focused. I'm not as lethargic if I don't eat breakfast. So usually I'll just do black coffee, just get caffeine in, and then just work. If I have time, I'll eat lunch. Usually something small, but usually just eat like a big dinner. Yeah, for the most part.
Wow. So, okay, that's crazy because we saw your jacked, gym pic, and you're only eating one meal a day, and you're supposed to be eating all your calories in that one meal. That's insane. That's crazy.
It's a lot of protein. Unfortunately, it can get old
Right.
sometimes, but it's super efficient. Like sitting down and eating it takes up a lot of time. Cooking too, so it's just also saves you money. So yeah, it's a lot of benefits.
Nice. True. What's the best advice you ever received?
Man, it's a hard one. I think it might not be the best advice, but I think it's something that I really applied this year is just be unapologetically you, where don't care so much about what other people think. If you have your vision, just like go for it. That's probably been my motto this year. So
it's a good one.
What was the first job you ever had?
First job was at Abercrombie. I was in high school. Yeah. I worked in the back.
Okay. You were the one like folding the clothes in the back.
Yeah, it was terrible. I hated that job.
Why? Because it smelled so perfumey in there, or
no, not even that. Is like, dude, it's definitely changed a lot. I think just because like labor laws have been a lot more enforced now with social media and so forth. But I remember like my shift would end at 10 o'clock. I was there till like 1 a.m. because they had to make you like, we had this huge ass wall, like that was like probably like 40, 50 feet wide. And it was literally just their clearance, and it was not organized. And you would have to find one particular SKU, and you had no idea. Like you would literally have to sort all of it and find that one item. And it was like, this is stupid. And you had to do it like 100 times. So it was terrible.
How old were you?
I was like 15 or 14 or something. I was young. Yeah. So
Jeez.
but started young.
What is your go-to karaoke song? If you had to sing karaoke, what would you bang out?
That's a good one. Probably In the End by Linkin Park.
Nice.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, classic. What is a book that changed your life?
A more recent one actually is Alex Hormozy's book, The 100 Million Offers. Now that taught me a lot about this business in general. That was a more recent one. Definitely increased our sales like 40% with that book. So
Wow, 100 million offers. I gotta look into that. Okay, Michael, I think this is the last question, right?
Final question. Who is your favorite stand-up comedian?
Oh gosh. One of my favorites. We'll throw in a curveball because I don't think a lot of people know him. Mitch Hedberg.
I know Mitch Hedberg.
Dude,
yeah,
so
of course.
Funny. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah, no doubt.
He was one of my funniest. I loved him growing up. So
he is pretty hilarious. That's awesome. Good stuff. Good pull.
Sweet. Well, you made it. You made it through. You survived. Thank you for joining us.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
NFT Catcher Pod. Yeah. Of course. Well, yeah, you guys know where to go to check out all his stuff. We'll link it all in the show notes. Shout out Frens Chocolates, and we will catch you guys in the next episode.
Peace, guys.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_Pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.